The Internal Market Act has affected policy making twice in Scotland since it was introduced, first for the single-use plastics ban and then for the deposit return scheme. In 2022, the Scottish Government sought to ban several types of single-use plastics, such as cutlery and plates. However, this was in conflict with the IMA as it made the condition of sale for these items different in Scotland to the rest of the UK. An exemption was granted 2 months after the ban came into force, and during that time, the single-use plastics ban couldn't be enforced. This meant that banned items that were imported into or produced in other parts of the UK could still be legally sold in Scotland. The IMA also made headlines in relation to Scotland's deposit return scheme in 2023, which aimed to charge a small deposit on aluminium cans, plus glass and PET plastic bottles to reduce litter and boost recycling rates. The UK Government gave a partial and temporary IMA exemption so that Scotland's deposit return scheme could only go ahead with plastic bottles and metal cans. The Westminster Government refused to grant an exemption for glass bottles, which had been part of the Scottish system since regulations were passed in 2020. So, while the Scottish system could still have gone ahead, it would have been significantly amended and watered down. It would also have been required to align with the scheme in the rest of the UK with regard to deposit level and labelling, even though at the time the details of this scheme were not decided. Furthermore, by this time the UK Government's delay in granting a decision on an IMA exemption had caused uncertainty, which undermined confidence amongst businesses and the public. In this case, the IMA was used by Westminster to weaken the Scottish system, making a straightforward environmental policy into a constitutional issue. The situation with Scotland's deposit return legislation raises real concerns about what the IMA means for future environmental policy making.